Welcome everybody. This is the Fight Side with Dion and Tone. I'm Dion.
And I'm Tone.
And we're here to give you fight analysis on our opinion on how we see fights, how we see boxing with true boxing fans. And I'm going to give it to you with in-depth analysis, footwork, everything. And my brother's going to do something a little different for you.
Yes, I like to be raw and real with boxing.
Raw and real.
I like to I analyze fighters and fights. I don't call it because I like the fighter. I call it as I see it. And I will analyze that way. And I'm always up for debates. Please, call in, send something in, we debate it.
Do your remarks. So, one of the things that we want to start off with is we want to talk about the fight that happened last weekend with the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, number 2. So, Tony, what did you think about that fight?
Oh, man, it was a great fight. He has the equalizer. No matter what any other fighter does, he has that equalizer, which is the power. It could stop anything from happening in the fight. He's a great fighter. I like him as a fighter. Fundamentally, he needs to work on the thing, but that's the equalizer. When you got power, you equalize everything.
The one thing that got me a little bit in the fight was how slow he started.
Right.
He started a little slow in the fight. He gave away a few rounds. Because of that equalizer that he has, I think that straight right hand of Deontay Wilder is probably the greatest equalizer in boxing history. He's got the highest knockout percentage in boxing history. He's at 43 wins and 42 knockouts. He's even higher than Mike Tyson and Joe Louis.
Oh man, he has power now. He has great power, and that can end the fight quickly. No matter what's happening in the fight, that other fighter knows that right hand is right there at any time. So he has to be very careful.
Yes. One thing that Deontay Wilder said to Luis Ortiz before the fight, he said, "Mr. Ortiz, you have to be great for 12 rounds. I only got to be great for 2 seconds." That tells you something.
And he proved it.
He proved it. One shot. That's all it took. Now, just give you guys some updated information. My brother and I will be live in person at the Madison Square Garden fight, December 14th, to watch the Teofimo Lopez Richard Comey fight, as well as the Terence Crawford against the Mean Machine, Mr. Kuvaluskas. I can't pronounce his name, but he's Russian.
I don't even know who he is.
But he's a technically a good fighter, but he's not on the level of Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford should be fighting more competition, but we're gonna get into that after we see the fight. I predict Terence Crawford wins that fight, of course.
Terence Crawford gonna win that fight.
Yeah,
it's easy prediction.
Now, what's important for Terence Crawford is who he fight next. You see, Terence Crawford is technically, according to the narrative of his promoter Top Rank, that he is pound for pound number 1, him and Lomachenko. However, you pound for pound number 1, but you haven't fought any top 3 or top 5 welterweight yet, and you already been a welterweight 2 years. So it's about time for you to step up your game and tell Top Rank to come out their pocket to get you a quality opponent.
My pound for pound fighter is Canelo.
Well, the last fight was suspect, but good.
It doesn't matter. Still,
the last fight looked fixed.
He's been fighting the best fighters and moving up in weight, fighting the top guys. So he's fighting the better fighters, and he should be pound for pound. But there's a narrative out there. There's a narrative.
No, I agree. I like Canelo. He's had a better resume. However, he has been cherry picking the last few years, though.
So the guy that they put at top, his whole career is cherry picked.
Well, here's the problem I had with Crawford, right? Crawford, everybody that he's ever fought in his whole career was not on his level. He's never been challenged. He's never been in a fight where he had to figure it out. And that's what makes a good fighter. When we talk about Errol Spence showed you he could fight many different ways. He fought Kell Brook totally different than he fought Porter, and he fought Mikey Garcia totally different than he fought them two. That's what makes him multi-dimensional fighter.
I like
Spence.
I like Spence. He's a fighter's fighter. I like Spence. I like Errol Spence. Spence is a fighter that can fight many dimensions of fights.
Yes.
He could fight you at your fight and beat you at your fight. He's proven that in 3 fights.
Yes.
So for people to walk around and say, "Oh, Crawford had more skillful from the eye," yes.
Yes.
Has he been in a dogfight? Yes.
No. Now, here's the thing. Before we go, we're gonna wrap this up, but I want to say one thing about the Crawford Spence fight. If that fight ever happens, right? I'm going to go with Spence, and you're going to go with?
I'm going with Spence.
So the reason, the one thing that will probably be the downfall to Crawford is the fact that he is a dog. So what a dog is that you got all the skills in the world, and as soon as you get hit, you go right into fight mode. So he's going to come right back, and that's what Spence wants you to do. He want to hit you, as soon as you come back, you got to engage. that's gonna be his downfall.
And I want to end it like this on the Teofimo Comey fight. We're gonna be there on the 14th.
We're gonna be on the 14th live.
I picked Teofimo Lopez to beat Comey. Young fighter, skillful, up and coming. I pick him to win that fight.
Yeah, I like Teofimo in that fight as well.
I like him to win that fight.
But I do feel that that Teofimo sometimes gets a little lazy in the ring.
He won't do that in this fight.
If he doesn't knock you out or hit you or text you, then it could be a problem. But we're going to talk about that after December 14th. We're going to come back with you guys. We hope you guys come back. If you like what you're seeing just now in this few minutes, subscribe to the channel. Click the subscribe button. And Dion the Tone will be back.